What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey and I'm bringing you a humongous review and recap. DC Rebirth issue 1 is basically a complete story, so I'm going to treat it that way. We will be narrating shortly, but I want to leave my review portion for a follow-up video just because this issue is just too large to be contained into one video. So, without further ado, I present to you DC Universe Rebirth, the complete story. Growing up, I had a father who didn't notice me, and a mother too busy to worry about what everyone thought of her to worry about me. I had no brothers, no sisters, no real friends, until the day I met my hero. I found hope, inspiration, and I was gifted with power and purpose. I became a hero. Life got better than any life I had ever dreamed of, but it was all ripped away. This man is Bruce Wayne. You may know him as Batman. He knows a thing or two about loss, so I go to him in seek of help. I notice Bruce still obsessed with one of his greatest villains, the Joker. He was recently caught in Civic City, 1 dead, 2 held hostage. But that can't be. The Joker was caught in Baltimore 3 hours ago and he is en route to Arkham now. The thing is, Batman recently discovered that there are possibly 3 Jokers. This happened during a time when Darkseid was destroyed by the Anti-Monitor. The fabric of space-time softened. After years of trying to get back, I finally found a way to break through. Making direct contact like this could kill me, but I have to try. My name is Wally West, and I'm the fastest man alive. He thinks that I am Barry. I try to explain, but somehow I was forgotten. This is worse than being dead. My connection weakens. I'm getting pulled back. But before I return into the Speed Force, I remind him of the letter from his father, from Thomas Wayne. It's how it all started. Space-time rips open, and I get sucked back in. Bruce couldn't bring me back, so I have to warn my loved ones. But I hope the letter from Thomas Wayne will help Batman remember. As I tumble back into the Speed Force, I recall the events leading to the day I got my powers, the day I found a new family, and the day I lost my hero. I stepped up and continued his legacy. I fought for everything that the Flash stood for, and I found love. Her name is Linda Park. She is my home, she is the love of my life, and she is my lightning rod. Not that long ago, a miracle happened. Barry returned to us, and for a brief moment, my family was whole again. But then the flashpoint happened. This catastrophic event imploded the universe, but the timeline reformed, and as it began to heal, someone stole 10 years from us. Heroes that were legends became novices. Brotherhood bonds were weakened and erased. Legacies were forgotten. Everyone seemed to forget. Everyone but me. It wasn't Barry Allen that caused a flashpoint, changing our universe. Someone else did. The Speed Force brought me to this man, an old man with a wild story of heroism and powers that he never had. Everyone thought he was crazy, everyone except his grandson. I tell him that the world is going to need his friends. He still has abilities. I tell Johnny to use the genie. Find the Justice Society. And then I am gone. Poor Johnny was the only one who saw me. The orderly came crashing through the doors. They see an old crazy man with wild stories. They take him away. Being pulled back into the Speed Force puts a strain on my entire body. This time, I don't have enough energy to make contact with the next place that the Speed Force brings me to, but I see a woman apprehended for stealing a sandwich. Her accent is strange and she claims that where she is from, food is free. She wants to talk to Superman. She says that she is a friend. When told that the Man of Steel is dead, she says that she can wait. He may be dead right now, but he will return. She informs the police officer that everything will be alright, and that she is from the future. The Speed Force brings me to another place. This boy is Ryan Choi, and he found his mentor, Ray Palmer, trapped in the microverse. Ray detected a disruption deep within the temporal nanostructure of the timeline. He went to investigate, but he cannot get out. Ray asks his protege to find him, save him from the microverse, and in return, save the entire universe from the unknown. Ray left a size-changing belt for Ryan, and only Ryan can use it. But Ray sends a warning. He warns his protege that he will meet someone. This someone will seek Ryan out. But whatever he does, Ryan must not. The recording cuts, and my time here is done. I now visit Cord Industries. Ted Cord inherited his father's enterprise, and he plans on using his wealth to help this young boy figure out an unknown object stuck to his back. But the boy is late for school, so the Scarab obeys his command. Armor covers the boy, granting him the powers of flight, which he uses to return to class. Ted thought he was alone, but then the doctor came. Dr. Fate warns Cord that he isn't dealing with an extraterrestrial object. He is dealing with dark magic. The Speed Force abruptly pulls me away. I save my energy for when I can find my friends. But before then, I see the son of the Bat celebrating his 13th birthday, and a new Green Lantern who has to partner with a Corpsman who carries a gun. Then I see a mother who questions her son's sexual interest, and his abilities to swim and his connection to sea life. Then I finally found her. Pandora. She is scared, running from someone I cannot see. She knows this is her end, but before she goes, she screams at her assailant. The heroes of this world will unite and fight the darkness. She calls the entity a loner, a cruel monster, but before she can finish her sentence, the entity vaporizes her. Pandora is dead. The image of Pandora is replaced with the Dark Amazon, Grail. The daughter of Darkseid knows of Wonder Woman's twin brother. What she has planned will not bode well for the brother, who she knows as Jason. The Speed Force brings me to the site of Superman's last stand. The world's finest heroes are present. Amongst the greatness are Oliver Queen and Dinah Lance, the Green Arrow and the Black Canary. They have only heard of each other, but they have both felt a connection, something they cannot explain. This strange feeling keeps them up at night, wondering, what have they lost? I now find a man I once looked up to. Hell, I still look up to. This is Clark Kent. He is said to be dead, but he isn't from this world. He is from the world before. He is from my home. A strange man who calls himself Mr. Oz approaches. He warns Superman that he and his family are not what he believes them to be, and neither was the fallen Superman. I get pulled away again. This time, I find a young Arthur Curry and his love. I can see their devotion to one another. The King of Atlantis and the Princess of Zebel. Two royal houses will be joined. This warms my heart. This is what I needed. So I called to the Speed Force to bring me to my love, Linda Park. I didn't think it would work, but I'm here. The sight of her face gave me strength, enough for me to break through and approach her. But the look in her eyes tells me that she doesn't know me. I tell her of our past, but she sees a stranger. She is frightened. I feel the Speed Force pulling, and I can't hold on. I need my lightning rod to take my hands. But I failed. She doesn't remember. It can't end like this. I try to fight the Speed Force. I need someone to remember me. I get pulled to people I know. Captain Boomerang, Cyborg, Nightwing. But no one remembers me. But then my vision clears. The spinning stops, and I see him. The other Wally West. My Uncle Daniel had a child. I had a cousin I never met. We were both named after our great-grandfather, Wallace West. I knew my cousin was struck by lightning as well. My days of being Kid Flash is over, but at least now I know that it is in good hands. The Speed Force tells me that it's time. My body will decay and my energy will fuel the Speed Force for new speedsters that are able to connect with it. My final thoughts are of my hero, Barry Allen. He was a great man who cared for us all. I thank him for the life he gave me, so I muster every ounce of energy I have to face him. Somehow, the Speed Force obliges. He doesn't remember me, but I have to tell him. I tell him how much he meant to me. But before I go, I tell him to see Batman and ask him about the letter from his father. I begin to fade, but I find enough time to thank him for an amazing life. That's why I won't die in anguish. No regrets. I'll die with love in my heart. Goodbye, Barry. Wally. He pulls me and I begin to feel whole again. The Speed Force weakens his tug, and Barry Allen did it. Barry brought me back, and he knew my name. The past is remembered, and Barry falls to his knees. He remembers. He remembers everything. But Barry is wrong. It wasn't his fault that caused the flashpoint. It was something else. It was someone else. Whoever they are, they did this for a reason. They did this to weaken us. They are more powerful than Darkseid. There is a force out there we've never met. When I was outside of time and space, I felt their presence. I couldn't see who it is, but I know they're out there. And they are going to attack. Again. I can feel it. Even now, we are being watched. I did the right thing, didn't I? It all worked out in the end.
In the end, nothing ends, Adrian. Nothing ever ends.
Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching DC Universe Rebirth, the complete story. There will be a follow-up video where I go in depth about each scene, so I hope you join me again as we unravel DC's biggest event of 2016. I don't think we can call it an event. A reboot? It's not a reboot, nah. Let's just call it Rebirth.